Our story last night showing police video of a high-speed traffic stop of expectant parents shows a lot of disagreement on how to handle that situation. A lot of viewers said the father was wrong. One wrote, quote, "One brief stop and they most likely would have had a police escort to the hospital instead of all these problems from doing it their way." But others, like this poster, sided with the father, writing, "He wasn't being reckless. He was a dad who needed to get his wife and baby to the hospital in an emergency situation." So what should you do, even in a medical emergency, if you see flashing lights in your rear view mirror? Steve is here to tell us.
All right, Stacey, I talked to Sergeant Scott Bright of the Iowa State Patrol today, and he says the answer to this question is very simple.
The best thing for him to do was to stop.
Stop, yes. Even though Ben Conan's wife was in labor, she was likely in great pain, and the couple's emotions were running sky high.
That husband should have pulled off the side of the road, explained to the law enforcement officer, saying, "My wife is having a baby. I need to get to the hospital as quickly as possible," and a situation would have never happened.
If Conan had refused to pull over, Bright says the stop sticks never would have been deployed in Calhoun County. The police officers would not have emerged from their squad cars with guns drawn, and everyone would have calmed down immediately.
Well, our policy states that if we feel that it's an emergency situation, that we could have had that individual put in our squad car, and we would have taken the husband and wife to the hospital in a safe manner.
Instead, all the police saw was a speeding car, clocked at 86 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone, driven by someone who may have been drunk or who may have committed a crime, and who refused to obey the law and stop.
He's putting his life at risk, his wife's life at risk, and people out there at risk.
First and foremost, Bright says law enforcement is there to help. Police officers are not mind readers. They don't know you need help unless you tell them they need help. Reporting live, Steve Carlin, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.